Morning, guys. Dachshund. Oh my god. I had one of the most amazing nights last night. As you can see, I got my Porcupine Tree Incident fan club wrist thing to get early access into the show. Oh my god. It was completely worth it. Absolutely worth it. I was front row center. You couldn't have gotten any more front and row than I did. Or center, I meant. Actually, my voice is feeling pretty good right now. I think it's because normally I do a lot of like forced kind of screams when I yell, but last night it was just straight, just yelling. It was amazing. Yeah, so we got to the Mike and I, Meltron Sounds, the guy I did Thailand TV with. We got there at, I think the doors opened at 7. We were going to open at 7. Show starts at 8. We got there at like 4:30, I think, to get into the front of this early entrance line with the fan club. I get in before, with all the other fan club members. We all get in first, and then general admission, all the flies and stuff, all them get in after us, and the show was amazing, dude. Yeah, House of Blues Orlando, downtown Disney. Yeah, the cool thing was while we were waiting in line, John Wesley showed up. There's a couple people in front of us, and they saw him just walking down the street or walking down next to the venue, and they were like, Wesley, and he was like, oh, what? And then he just like came over and he started talking to us, and then I took like this picture, and I'll show you the pictures as I'm talking through this because it's necessary to the story. So he's taking these, I took this picture and stuff, and he's like, oh, he's from Tampa, Florida, and, oh yeah, and Wesley's not actually a member of the band. He tours with them. He's been touring with them since, I don't know, Dead Wing at least, maybe even in absentia. I didn't see him then, but I know for certain Dead Wing. And yeah, he's just another guitarist, and he provides backup vocals too, and he's just absolutely amazing. Sucks that this guy's solo career hasn't taken off, but hopefully he just keeps touring with Porcupine Tree at the very least, so, because he's essential to the live show. So yeah, he comes over and he says hi, and we get pictures of them. So Mike's picture should be up now. As you can see, Mike here, he's just hanging out. John Wesley, John's smiling, Mike's smiling, hands in the pockets, just hanging out. Okay, now here's my picture. Okay, do you see everything that's wrong with this? I got the dunkest smile ever. It just looked like a total jackass. And I'm kind of standing in front of him too, so it looks like he's there to see me. So, it's like he's the fan of me. It's like, I don't know, I just look like a complete idiot standing next to him. I don't know what I was thinking with that pose, but whatever, it is what it is. I'll always look like a tool in front of Porcupine Tree, but... So anyway, they played, the whole first set was The Incident, the first disc straight through. The Incident is their latest album, and the first disc is one song. Yeah, they say it's one song, but it's a bunch of songs over an album that you listen to at one time. That's basically what it is. I mean, so they the song is very varied. It's loosely about incidents and are like kind of like all these things that happen and how much we take into them or stuff. I'm not really explaining this well, but there's definitely a lot of heavy shit, and then you got the really calm parts, and Kneel and Disconnect is an amazing song, and they played it just straight through, all the way through I Drive the Hearse, which is a beautiful Porcupine Tree song, and from there they went into a 10-minute break and to do a second set. That was supposed to be different than their new stuff, and I was saying, I've been saying for days now, I was like, if they play Start Something Beautiful, I'm gonna lose my shit, because Start Something Beautiful fits really well into the concept of the album. It's like an incident of a relationship sort of, and it's a very sarcastic song. How's the verse go? So innocent the time we spent, forgot to mention we were good friends, thought it was the start of something beautiful, we'll think again. So it's kind of like this person is in this relationship and he thinks that this is going somewhere, and then this person just ups and leaves, and just that's that. And there's nothing to incline any other way, just gone. So it fits really well into the concept of the show, and I was telling Mike, I was like, dude, they're gonna play that song, or if they play that song, I'm gonna lose my mind. And then they come out, and the first song they played on the second set was "Start Something Beautiful," and I just lost it. Oh god! So they played that, and they did a shorter version of Rush on Ice. The song has like this jam at the end. It's like a spacey trip jam, and they only did it through all the singing. So that kind of sucked. I was like, what? You can't, right before the boo doo 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 doo, right before that whole kick in, they'd even do that line, and I was like, come on, how do you not play that? And then all of a sudden it goes into Anesthetize, like the second part of Anesthetize, where it's just heavy, and holy shit, that brought down the walls. Everyone was just, or at least I think so, because I didn't see anybody behind me, because I was front row center. So, but it is, like, I saw them play the whole Anesthetize before. It's a 17-minute song, and I saw them play it 2 years ago, and that was amazing. But this was unbelievably, like, it surpassed it by far. I don't know what it was, but it just took off. And so, for anyone who hasn't seen Porcupine Tree live, though, I can guarantee you that they have the best sound of any band that you'll ever see ever. They play, two guitars, bass, drums, and then you have keyboard layers, and you can pick out any one of those instruments at any point of any song. The sound is extremely balanced, and it's not hard on the ears either. Most bands, they just hit you with this wall of sound, and then it's like, oh, look how cool it is, we're at a live show, it's so fucking loud. No, these guys actually balance their sound, and it's just phenomenal. So, anyway though, the coolest shit though, because I'm standing right in front of Steven, he's like looking down at me, a lot of the time when he's singing, he's holding on to his microphone, doing his pointing and shit. He always does this pointing stuff. It's kind of cool, I guess. So, they play Way Out of Here, and the opening part is just this little keyboard, just jump, 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 jump layer that's just kind of repeating, and it's just him and this keyboard, and he's going down at the train tracks, a dream of escape, and I'm looking at him like right in his eyes, and he's just looking right back at me, and I'm just singing the words back, and it was like the most surreal thing ever. I was like, fucking dream of escape, when the song comes on to my iPod, I realize it's getting late. So it was just like that. Absolutely amazing. So, best show I've ever been to. And they even said, though, that this show in Orlando is their first show in Florida. They're doing Miami tomorrow night and Tampa Sunday night. And they said, it's Miami tonight, Tampa. Yeah. Oh, so they said that, last night was their normal set list, and that they're doing a new one for Tampa, which I'm going to. So I was like, holy shit, because Wesley's actually a native of Tampa, so it's his hometown, and I think they're going to do a new set list, and I think they're going to have Wesley singing more, which, if you haven't heard Wesley's Fade Away on XM2, I think it is, yeah, XM2, then you haven't lived. So Fade Away is like one of the best Porcupine Tree songs, especially early Porcupine Tree songs, and Wesley took it to the whole new level with his vocals. I'm sorry, Steven, but I think Wesley's voice fits that song better than yours. No offense, but it's just speaking the plain truth. So, anyway, guys, that's all I've got for now, and I will have another one up when I see them again. So, see ya.